What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to compare buying a duplex to investing in a multifamily syndication. Here in Milwaukee, there is a bunch of duplex, triplex, 4 units. I think the entire city is duplexes. I've never seen so many in my entire life. But I had someone yesterday talking to me about wanting to buy a duplex, and I was trying to deter them away from that. And their thought process is, hey, if I buy the duplex, I own it, I get the cash flow, I get the appreciation, it's all mine, I'm the owner, I don't have to worry about anyone else. All of the problems are also yours. So you are required to do the maintenance, you're required to manage the tenants, you're required to do the tenant screening, you have to fix anything when it goes wrong, you have to shovel the snow. So say you buy a duplex for $100,000. You think it's a great deal because it makes $1,000 a month, side rents for $500, it does that 1% rule. So you're saying, oh, this is a great deal. Oh, your expenses are up 40%, $400 a month, and you make $600 a month, so $7,200 a year. You have a 7.2% cash-on-cash return, which is really good. You hold the property for 5 years, so over 5 years, you made $36,000 of cash flow. And you were able to sell the property that you bought for $100 for $120, and you made $20,000. So after 5 years of doing all the work, you made $56,000, 56% return, or about 11% annually, 11 and some change, and you did all of that work. So you spent $100,000, you made $56,000, you did all the work, and you owned that duplex. Or you can do what we do. You invest in a syndication. So say you take that same $100,000 and now you're earning a 5% cash-on-cash return. So you earn $5,000 a year instead of $72, but here's the side that they don't talk about. This whole $5,000 a year, that's tax-free or tax-deferred. Cost seg study these properties. Your year one investment, you lose on paper anywhere from 40 to 60%. All of this cash flow is tax-free while we own this property. And this has an equity multiple of about a 2x. We're seeing about a 2x equity multiple on average. So on our 5-year hold, we made $25,000 instead of the $36,000. So we did make $11,000 less, but then we got our equity back, our initial $100,000, just like you would if you sold the property. But here's the part that you're not seeing. The profit from the sale is another $100,000. So instead of just making $20,000 on the sale, you made $20,000 a year by holding the property with the equity multiple. So your total return on this property is $125,000 on your $100,000 investment, and you made 125% ROI, which is 25% annually. See, this is the side that everyone's missing. This forced appreciation side, where you're getting the profit of this $100,000, that's from the forced appreciation on multifamily. You cannot do that in a duplex space. You just can't. This rents you might be able to raise to $600, $700 and then be able to sell it for 20 grand more than you paid for it. But you'll never be able to raise the rent $200, $300, $400 across 1,000 units or 500 units or 200 units or 100 units because you only have 2 doors. What happens with these is we're forcing the appreciation. So you did no work. You made 25% annually. You had a little bit more delayed gratification because the cash flow was a little less than a duplex. But in the end, you made out a killing. You've more than doubled your annual return that you would have done if you had bought the duplex and done everything yourself. You more than double that return doing nothing and just investing passively in the syndication. And you get to write off 40 to 60% of that $100,000 investment year one. It's a much different game. So skip the small stuff, skip the duplex. I know it sounds like a fantastic deal. It's not a great deal. This is a great deal. This is what happens with multifamily real estate. This is what happens with our self-storage deals. You can see the long-term appreciation on the property. We get tremendous tax benefits. It cash flows day one. We have awesome equity multiples. And at the end of the day, you're making out much better and you did no work, which lets you focus on what you actually do full time, make more money to invest in more syndications, and not buy any more duplexes ever again. If you have single family homes, 1 to 4 unit properties, I would highly recommend selling all of those, taking all of that money and dumping it into commercial real estate. Whether you're the general partner running the entire deal or you just want to invest passively as a limited partner, your money will go further in multifamily and self-storage syndications than it will ever go in the duplex, triplex, single family space. That stuff may seem great when you're starting out, but if you would have known this before you bought this, which one would you have actually gone? Obviously, you would go with the one that's making 25% annually over the one that makes 11% annually, that you had to do all the work on. I'm not trying to convince you, I'm just trying to show you the power of syndications compared to buying a duplex. So please avoid this stuff. I know it seems great. It's not great. This stuff is what you should be looking at. If you are interested in investing in multifamily or self-storage syndications, we currently have 2 opportunities available, one in the multifamily space and one in the self-storage space. And if you're interested in investing passively, check out all of our deals at investwithjsj.com.